Let us start. Make sure you have your pencil, eraser, sharpener, your color pencils, and your marker. Are you ready? Grab your pencil and let's make the vanishing point here, near the middle. Make a dot for your vanishing point. What we're doing is a skyscraper using 1-point perspective. If you remember 1-point perspective, we use this vanishing point here. Now the vanishing point serves as whatever comes near the vanishing point becomes smaller and smaller until it vanishes, until it disappears. So this is our vanishing point. The next step we'll do is we'll create lines from the vanishing point going outside the paper. Are you ready? So from vanishing point, make lines. I'm gonna start to create lines going down counterclockwise in this motion. Okay, ready? Let's make some lines. These lines will serve as our guidelines to make our buildings. I am making these lines so that I will use these lines later to draw my buildings. And when you're drawing these lines, make sure you're using a light pressure on the pencil so that we can easily erase them later. Because if you press so hard with your pencil, it's gonna be difficult to erase. Make sure you make these lines with a light pressure. So we are making lines as the guidelines to make the buildings. Remember, you can pause and play this video if you feel that the instruction is fast. You can use a ruler if you want, but if you notice, I am not using any ruler. It's okay if it's not that straight. So from the vanishing line, we're creating lines. These are diagonal lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines. And if you remember, we explored on the different kinds of lines before. And we have made lines from the vanishing point. If you may notice, the lines, some are further apart, some are near each other. The ones that are near each other, I will make this the side of the building. We will see later. Are you ready for the next step? You can pause and play this video if you want to make sure that everyone is finished. Now the next step is to create the building. To create the building, we're gonna make the top part of the building, the roof. The top part of the building is the roof, so we will draw the roof first. I will identify this building as my tallest building, wherein I will put here a roof like this. And then I'm gonna make an antenna, a long one. And then I'm gonna use this line here as the side of the building, like this. Now I have here one building. To see it better, we're gonna use directly our markers. You can use your whiteboard marker or a permanent marker. Okay? If you don't have a marker, then you can use your black color pencil. I'm gonna use this whiteboard marker, since most of us have this whiteboard marker. So I'm gonna trace back the lines I've made, starting with this antenna here. And then I'm gonna create the roof. And I'm gonna use these lines as the side of the building, and these lines as the side of the building. I'm gonna trace the lines going down. Trace the lines. And I'm gonna trace this side and trace down. Now we have one building. You see it? Wherein this is the near part and this is the far, because it goes near the vanishing point. It becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. Our skyscraper is reaching towards the sky. we're gonna make another building. Are you ready? I'm gonna close this marker and go back to my pencil, and then I'm gonna make this one as the side building and this one as the side building. I'm gonna make the roof first. So remember, the step in making a building is to draw the roof. I'm gonna draw the roof here. And then I'm gonna draw the side of this building here, like this. Diagonal line and another diagonal line. Now I'm gonna trace these lines here, these lines here, and these lines here. Now this line, we don't need this, we're gonna erase this. This line, we don't need it, I'm gonna erase this. So I'm gonna connect this line to this line to this line, and use the other lines as guidelines. And then I'm gonna make another building here on this side. Another building with a roof, and then the side. Another building here, roof. Another building here, roof. And another building here on this side. So I've created 4 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna use these lines we made earlier to be the side of the building. I am making the line from the roof going outside the paper. From the roof going outside the paper. From the roof going outside the paper. And since one is near, I'm gonna make this the side. Same as this one. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings. We have 6 skyscrapers. I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3 buildings on this side. Going back to my pencil, I'm gonna make this 1 building, 2 building, and 3 buildings here. I'm gonna make this the side, and this is the side. Going back to my marker, we'll start with the roof, roof, roof. And then from the roof, the edge of the roof, you draw the line going out of the paper. From the edge of the roof here, we're going to draw the line to the edge of the paper. Edge of the roof to the edge of the paper. Edge of the roof to the edge of the paper. To make it a little 3D, I'm gonna use the sides here like this, and the sides here like this. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buildings. Next, I'm gonna create 2 more and we are finished. I'm gonna make 1 here and another one here on the side. And then roof and the roof, and create the lines from the edge of the roof going out of the paper. Edge of the roof going out of the paper. Edge of the roof going out of the paper. Edge of the roof going out of the paper. Edge of the roof going out of the paper. Now we are finished. Now you can design the windows that you like onto your buildings. Do you see it? This is the sky, and these are the buildings. You can now design windows. To design windows, you can just draw normal squares in your artwork like this. As you notice, I drew smaller windows here. As it goes down, as it goes away from the vanishing point, it becomes bigger and bigger. If you want a guideline to make these windows, all you have to do is make a line from the vanishing point going here, from the vanishing point going to your building that you want the lines So here, I can say now, this is the window, another window, and another window here. Or you can just draw any kind of window that you like on your buildings. On this side, I'm just going to draw some lines. On this side, I'm just going to draw some lines as well, like this. And some windows here. And windows on this side. You can draw any kind of shape for your windows. You can make heart shape, circle shape. Maybe I can show you here. I'm gonna make a circle shape window. And if it's near the vanishing point, it has to be smaller. As it goes away towards the edge of the paper, the window becomes bigger. Now I'm gonna use my marker again to draw the window. What we're doing now is we're just retracing the lines that we have drawn for our windows. And then this building here are just lines. And same here, just lines. And here, windows. And windows. And my unique windows here, the circle window and the rectangular window on this side, using the guideline. There. Now the next step is to use the eraser. What we're going to do next is we're going to erase all of the pencil marks so that we can start to color. Okay, so get your eraser and start erasing. I'm going to start erasing from the vanishing point. Because the next step will be coloring, I'll no longer use this vanishing point as the guide. Vanishing point towards all of the buildings. See, the way I'm erasing is now on a clockwise. Erase, erase. In a clockwise motion. Holding your paper nicely. Learning how to erase is also an important skill in arts. Remember to hold your paper nicely so you won't ruin your paper. And clean your paper, and we're ready to color. What we're going to color first is the background. You can use any kind of color that you like for your background. For me, I'm just going to use these two colors. And to color the background, let's say that you see on your sky some clouds. Would you like to draw some clouds? To draw some clouds, all you need to do is do the irregular shapes, like this. Draw another cloud here. You can make a circle cloud, a long cloud just like the long buildings, or a very big circle cloud here. You can draw as many clouds as you like. Me, I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clouds. The next step, I'm going to fill this whole background with this color first. Okay? To color, I'm going to start near the buildings. And as you may notice, I'm not holding my color pencil near the tip. I'm holding it almost in the middle. So I can color easily and fast. You see? You can try this technique, or you can just do what you're normally doing, holding it near the tip, and you color. Once I'm finished with the sides, I'm gonna go here at the edge of the paper, and I'm gonna color fast because it's a big area here in the middle. I'm finished. I'm finished with this area. I'm gonna color this side, starting with the side of the building. And I'm gonna color inside here. I'm trying as much as I can to color within the line. It's a great practice if you can color within the line, so you can have more control of your pencil. Coloring the side of the building. And then the middle. Make sure you color each area, leaving no white spaces, okay? And I think I need to sharpen my color pencil. Did you notice how fast I sharpened? I just made 3 circular motions with the sharpener and then finished. But sometimes we tend to sharpen it, we tend to sharpen everything in our pencil. 3 circular motions is enough. You can use any kind of color for your sky. If you remember before, we've talked about fauvism. Fauvism doesn't have to be real. You can use any kind of bright colors that you like. Did you remember the artist for fauvism? What was his name? Can someone guess in the class? That's right, his name is Henri Matisse. There. And now we are almost finished with the sky. And as you may notice, I'm leaving the clouds as white, same as the color of the paper. And in this artwork, what we're going to do is just leave the buildings as white. You will see the nice effect later when we are finished. But of course, it's up to you if you want to color everything. Now the sky has color. Now I'm gonna use this darker blue for the sides of the buildings here to make it look more interesting. Are you ready? This darker blue on the side of the building. And maybe near the edge of the paper. And then side of the building. And side of the building here. And then the edge of the paper. And then side of the building again. Why am I using a different kind of blue? You remember last time we looked outside our window and then we investigated on what colors we see when we look at the sky, what colors we see when we look at the buildings. And some of you said more than 2 colors. For this artwork, I'm just gonna use this dark blue and the light blue. But if you want, you can use any kind of color that you like. You can make a rainbow sky if you want. This artwork is about skyscraper, making tall buildings. And we're finished. Now our artwork is finished. Because of the dark blue, we were able to highlight the sides of the building, making the building pop up, making our skyscraper pop up. I hope you enjoyed creating our artwork. I'll see you again soon. Bye!